Welcome back to the Introduction to Delphi mini-series. This is the financial history section of this, and in the previous videos we discussed the main screen, adding a new client, recording sessions, the session history, which allows you to fix your mistakes, and in the previous video we applied a payment from an insurance company and we distributed that money to where it belonged. The point of this video is the financial history screen. And if we just simply click on financial history, here we have a slightly different view of the world, which basically shows each session and everything that ever occurred against those individual sessions. So in this case, we had a session on January 1, int eval, and later on the 23rd, the insurance paid Blue Cross $60 and there was a write-off of $15. With a balance remaining on this session of $25. Now we have not received the client copay in this case, so we're keeping track of the client balance also on this session. So the client still owes us $20 in this case. On the second session, which occurred on January 10th, we did get our copay, and you'll see that the client balance is now $0 on that session. And we got $40 from the insurance and a $15 write-off on behalf of Blue Cross. On this last session, nothing has occurred. The full balance is still owing. So this is a wonderful way for you to understand exactly what occurred on a session-by-session basis. Amazingly, most programs list this information chronologically. And if it is listed chronologically, you can end up with quite a huge mess on your hands. The problem with a chronological view of the world is you can have payments and adjustments on page 2 or 3 of a running balance that pay off sessions that occurred on page 1. It becomes very difficult to read. In this case, should we receive sometime in February or March or April a secondary insurance payment, those payments would be listed grouped against the actual session that was paid. This is critical, and there's also a lot of different ways to look at this screen. There's a short version, there's a long version. We can expand the ledger, we can condense the ledger. I'm going to expand it. We can print the ledger sorted by session. There's a lot of other capabilities here. But that's it for the introduction. In our next video, we're going to talk about patient statements. One quick note here. This screen is really wonderful for letting us know exactly what occurred for the client. And this is great for people who own a practice and need to really understand what's going on with the account and be able to win arguments with insurance companies and help educate clients as to what's really going on with their balance. However, we need to be able to provide somebody or humans, patients, with a statement that makes a little bit more sense to them. This financial history screen, again, is wonderful for people who really understand how the accounting works within most practices, but this is not a concept that most average clients can understand. So the next video, we'll talk about patient statements.